Hi, today I'm going to read a book written and illustrated by Eric Carle. And he does wonderful books that you probably know. This one, the title is The Tiny Seed. This page looks like a whole lot of seeds. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than all the others. There's the seeds, and there is the tiny one. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. There's the seed burning up. Woo, got too hot. Another seed lands on top of a tall and icy mountain. Right there. There's all the snow. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Now, they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind. But the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. There they all are. And there's the little tiny seed. There's a fish. One seed drifts down into the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now, first I'll show you there. There's the seed. It fell down into the sand. Oh, there's the tiny seed. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Finally, the wind stops, and the seeds fall gently down onto the ground. There. They're all in the grass. Oh, a bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. Oops, there's the tiny one. Right there. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they're going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them with a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not see it. Here's the snow. There's the snow falling. And here's the blanket of snow. And here are all the seeds. There's the tiny one. There. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by. The sun shines. Rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full, they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow upward, up towards the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big fat weed, and it takes all of the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small new plants, and that little plant dies. Here they all are growing. Here is the plant that tried to grow, and there's the big weed taking all the sunshine. Let's see. The tiny seed. I'm not even sure where it is there. It says it hasn't started to grow yet. It will be too late, hurry. But finally it starts to grow into a plant. This must be it. This one is just starting to grow. Now it has one leaf. There's the birds and the sun. The warm weather also brings the children outside to play. They have been waiting for the sun and springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along and, oops, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. There's a big foot. Oh, it's broken. Here's the little seed plant. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has several. And look, a bud, and now a flower. There's the flower. Oh, what is happening? First, there are footsteps. Then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. There's a big hand picking the flower. A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain falls on it to water it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from near and far to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. Here's the picture. Whoa! Look at that. Here's all the people. There's the houses. It's so much taller. All summer, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the seed pods open. Out come many seeds that quickly sail away, far away on the wind. And that's the end of that story. But I think the way it ends is the same way that it starts, and there'll be more seeds to make more flowers. Now I'd like to show you some of the signs that I used in that story. Let's just be some of them because there were so many. So this is the sign for autumn or fall, sort of like a tree and you're raking the leaves. And you probably saw the sign for seed, like you've got some seeds on your hand like this. And then wind, and sometimes the wind blew gently, and sometimes it blew very strong, like that. And we talked about the sun. The sun, you can make it show shine, or you can show a little circle and then shining down for the sun shining. And one sign, the seeds kept going. This is a sign that means to keep going or continue. You push with one thumb on the other. You can use that when you want to tell someone, keep going, you're doing a good job. Like that. One seed went on a mountain, and that's like, this is the sign for rock. It's like a rock slope, like that. That's mountain. And sometimes the seed that went on the mountain couldn't grow. This is couldn't or can't or cannot. Can't do it. Another seed went in the ocean. Ocean is water with a W, and then waves. It's the water with the waves. It's kind of a two-part sign. And then the next seed landed in the desert. That's another two-part sign. You do this sign, which is dry, and then this sign, which means kind of an area. So desert is a dry area. And it was too dry, so it couldn't grow. This is grow, like we're growing up like that for a plant. Then we had a bird. Bird is two fingers like this, like your little beak. And the bird ate one of the seeds. And then in the winter you just take your fist and go like you're shivering, brr. That's winter. In the winter there was a mouse. You just kind of bump the end of your nose like this for mouse. And then spring. And spring is just like grow, but it's two little motions. And the spring, which had the roots grow down, just show that with your hands. Roots growing down. And the flower growing up. And there was a child running. Running is sort of like this, your two thumbs, and you hook one on the other, and you kind of go like that. Running. And then it was an accident. It was sort of, if you say oops, or an accident, or a mistake, you can do that with the letter Y hand with a little twist like that. That means something you didn't mean to have happen. And what happened is it got broken. Broken is just like you're breaking a stick. The flower got broken. And then the next flower, a child picked it to give to a friend. This is friend with your two fingers hooked like that, one way and the other. Then it was summer, and summer is just like the sign for dry, but on your forehead, like you're all sweaty in the summer and you're wiping off the sweat. Summer, and the flower grew tall. This is showing something very tall like this. And the flower is visited by bees and butterflies. For bee, you touch your two pinchy fingers to your cheek and kind of brush the bee, like if a bee lands on your cheek, you kind of brush it away gently. And then butterfly, you go like you're going to hug yourself, and then just let your thumbs cross each other, and then that's butterfly. And you can show the butterfly flying around a little bit if you want. All right, I hope you enjoyed that book by Eric Carle. All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.